Hello, you've reached Paul Booth's movie podcast for August 15th. Welcome. Happy Aloha Friday. For those of you that don't know, I'm from Hawaii. That's where I'm from. And I love it being here in California now because I get to be closer to the movie business, which is what I love. I get to be a part of film festivals and go to special screenings with friends and celebrate their work. And it's Friday. That's already enough about me, and that was only 25 seconds. Let's get down to talking some movies. I've placed some books and some DVDs behind here that I want to use as some of the subject matter for today, and some recommendations I want to make. I obviously, any movie buff, any fan, filmmaker, we need to get the special edition. I'm going to start here with Vanilla Sky, a movie that was, you liked it or you didn't, but it was a great visual. It was visual eye candy. John Toll, great cinematographer, two-time Oscar winner, won back-to-back Oscars. But he shot 3 films with Cameron Crowe. They went from Almost Famous to Vanilla Sky to Elizabethtown, and they used the same crew. So I think there's a great camaraderie and cohesiveness in this film that wouldn't have been there had crews changed. Another really interesting, she's not an actress that I'm super big on, is Penelope Cruz's performance in here is really crazy. And of course this is a remake of Abrir Los Ojos, which I suggest you watch before you check out Vanilla Sky. But for all you Cameron Crowe fans, you've probably already seen this, but take another look at it. It's a real trip. One of my all-time favorite movies that I'm going to talk about before I get into some of the historical discussions that we have for this nice pile of books back here. Got some 50s books and some great 70s films and some criticism books and a great book about the history of talks about Traffic and Fight Club and Election and Lost in Translation and all these great films that you should know if you're a film student or even if you're a filmmaker. Anyone should know them. They're just great films and they're good fun. Almost Famous. This is the 2-disc bootleg edition. It comes with the theatrical cut and the 2-hour and 45-minute director's version, which is, of course, better. And not just because we always say the director's cut is better, because sometimes they're not. I forget the movie. I saw on the credits, it said that the regular version was 2 hours and 3 minutes and the director's cut was 2 hours and 4 minutes. So I don't know what was going on there or what we as fans cared about with that extra minute, but I guess that's just the business. So I guess a great place right here, this book, The Sundance Kids. If you haven't read it, there's 2 other books that cover similar topics. Rebels on the Backlot, Down and Dirty Pictures. Rebels on the Backlot goes over David O. Russell and Steven Soderbergh and Tarantino. Down and Dirty Pictures kind of concentrates more on Miramax. But Sundance Kids here, we get Tarantino, we get Bryan Singer, we get Alexander Payne, we get David O. Russell, we get Soderbergh. When you look on the back here, you get to look into Spike Jonze, Royal Tenenbaums, Wes Anderson, Traffic, Alexander Payne's Sideways, Boogie Nights, Seven, all these great films that influence anybody a little bit younger than me. I'm a mid-level who I'm influenced by. I'm as influenced by 50s films, 70s films, 80s films, and now where most people our age are probably more interested in, Spike Jonze or whoever. I guess I cannot believe I'm forgetting his name. I apologize to you movie fans who are taking the time to listen to me. Oh, Zack Snyder, the new Superman movie. I'm very against remakes and sequels, except for when my friend works on them. I am biased, and I'll admit that they're great and they are good films. But Zack Snyder's remake of Superman was amazing, the Russell Crowe one. So I want to highly recommend that. I'm not one to ever really say go out and watch great classic cinema being remade, but that was worth it. I want to say thank you because we're going to talk about some of the look and beauty and capturing of life and quirkiness of these movies in the Sundance Kids. Comes from the American Society of Cinematographers. Not everyone, but a lot of the cinematographers belong, and I want to thank them for this hat. They are not endorsing or sponsoring this podcast, but I'm wearing this hat to give credit to the cinematographers that give us great imagery. So I want to say thank you to them. Again, they are not endorsing this. It is not their podcast, and I'm just doing this to say thank you. So as I look at the cover here, I see Lost in Translation, Sofia Coppola. I have to say, it was not a movie that I didn't enjoy because she's a woman. I want to get that out of the way. Any man could have directed that, and I still would have been frustrated, disappointed. I had a friend tell me once, oh, well, I've been lost in translation Japan, and I've not understood what was going on, and I've had you know, that same experience as Bill Murray. And I think that's great. I think that most of the times in cinema we are relating to something, but I don't think you should have had to travel to Japan and be lost. Sorry for my hat there. You know, this is jazz. I want to just roll with it. You know, it's just, that's what movies are too. A lot of our favorite scenes were accidents, so pardon me for that. So Lost in Translation, I'm sorry, I don't recommend, and it has nothing to do with Sofia Coppola being a female. I'm going to say that about 5 times because I cannot handle any more people telling me that I judge the filmmaker based on who, I don't care where they're from, what they did, how rich they are. If a guy who lives in a trash can makes a great film, I'm going to say it's a great film. On the cover here, let's see, we got Fight Club, Election, and Usual Suspects. I'll use those 3 as my next topics before I wrap up. Fight Club, David Fincher masterpiece. I love this film because we all saw it at a young age, did not understand it, and thought we did. We would sit and talk about it in film school, and we'd have all these great conversations. We did not know what we were talking about. We did not understand midlife, being sick of what society tells us. We did not understand dead-end jobs, and we thought we did. And I love the power of a film when it makes you think that you got the message, and you didn't. I watched it now 15, 16 years after it was made. I still don't get it, and I have the direct experiences of the Ed Norton character. I have the insecurities. I have the, I think every guy wishes they looked like Brad Pitt at one point or another. But, yeah, sorry, you didn't get it if you were 18 years old. Sorry, you did not understand midlife crisis problems like Ed Norton. Election, Alexander Payne thought of it as his first film, but it's actually his second film. His first one was Citizen Ruth, which on Netflix, I admit, I am yet to see. I have started to watch it a few times, and it's not that it's bad, it just did not catch me. I don't know why, because I'm a big Alexander Payne fan. I love Sideways, I love Nebraska, I like About Schmidt. I'm biased to The Descendants because it was made on the island I lived on, and I knew too many people that worked on it. But Alexander Payne in Election managed to bring us this great story of, a teacher actually creating drama with students. High school is so dramatic, and such a dramatic time, and such a confusing time, that to have a teacher creating the drama was such a unique take. I highly recommend you find Election. It was Payne and his writing partner got an Oscar nomination for that. Great thing for young writers to receive, obviously, for a second movie. And I want to finish it off with The Usual Suspects. All I'm going to say is Kevin Spacey, first off, won an Oscar. Bryan Singer, it was the announcement of Bryan Singer on the scene. Great director. Sorry, did not like his remake of Superman. But I am going to end this with, and I would love for somebody to challenge me, not challenge like I know more or debate, but no one knew the ending of that movie. No one knew what was going on. No one caught on, and I just can't believe that 15 years later we still have people thinking that they can say that they caught it, because they did not. So, have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy some movies. Have fun with it. You don't know more than me. I don't know more than you. Let's get together and just talk cinema and enjoy cinema. Enjoy great books. I didn't get a chance to talk about Easy Rider, Shawshank Redemption, Dog Day Afternoon, or this great book I'm reading about the 50s, The Bad and the Beautiful. It's all good. It's all here for us. So just jump in and enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. And my last bit of advice, make sure you watch some movies.